Hello, everybody, and welcome back. This is the Shards of Nyrn, Season 5, Episode 10, The Fall of Valemar, where nothing bad is going to happen at all. I'm your Dungeon Master, Kelly. Are you seeing him? And I'm going to wreck these guys' absolute night tonight. But before we get into that, I need to let you know that this episode is sponsored by Bookwyrm Games. Folks, if you didn't know, the Bookwyrm Games offers 15% off with code DorkTales. What are you doing? Tonight, I'm going to be exclusively using some Bookwyrm Games dice to destroy these guys, including the first set that I ever bought, which was my Broken Farah set. That's right, I got a specific set for this campaign before they even sponsored us. And it just rolled a 10, which is pretty good. You're going to be hearing a lot of metal dice tonight because I can't play dragons without rolling metal dice. Bookwyrm Games is a phenomenal sponsor, and you should go support them as well. Save 15% with code DorkTales, and if you spend 100 Canadian dollars or more, you get free shipping worldwide. You know, you can't beat that. You can be Mr. Worldwide with your dice, fam. Go get metal dice, liquid core dice, wooden dice, and more at bookwyrmgames.com. Thank you, Bookwyrm Games, for being amazing. We love you so much. You do need to order more dice, chat. I see you there. I see you, Traz. You need more dice because you're going to be in more games soon. But we're going to focus on this game right now, starting with, this is Shards, so I do it at a random pace. Hey, Robin, welcome back.
Oh, hi. Yes. Hello, everyone. I'm back after my attempt to being last game on shitty Washington State hotel Wi-Fi because I was traveling for work, but now harvest is done and I'm not traveling for work.
I like
right
that
now.
the way it sounds when you say that is it was like a state hotel, like ran during the Soviet era. Welcome to the State Hotel. Like the Grand Budapest Hotel.
I tell you, it was not grand neither in Budapest, but it was a hotel.
Okay, that sounds good.
Yes, hello, everyone. I'm Robin. I'm Robin. I use she, her pronouns, and I am very excited to play Phadia Stardust, our Astral Genasi Graviturgy wizard of the group, who is gonna go slow down a falling city, stop a falling city, get crushed by a falling city? Who knows?
Why pick?
Why pick all three?
Beautiful. We absolutely love it. You know what else we love tonight? We love Amy.
Hi, I'm Amy. My pronouns are she, her, or they, them. And I am playing Tia Armstrong, the half-orc Circle of the Moon druid. And I swear I keep feeling like I have to sneeze, so please do not mind me if that happens. Tia also uses she, her, or they, them.
Sounds fantastic. If Tia sneezes, she might accidentally wild shape, so you never know what happens there.
Fair.
Fair. Let's put it over on Christine.
Hello, it is Christine calling from Teddyland, where he is
Tedlandia?
chewing a toy. Luckily, it is a toy this time, not something he's not supposed to be chewing. But yes, I'm Christine. I use she, her pronouns, and tonight I get to play Malia Sunsworn, our Dwarven Tempest Cleric of Vela. And I might be doing what Robin's been doing the last few games, which is suddenly having to disappear because Teddy is screaming.
Screaming dog.
Also enjoy the joy of hearing chewing and going, wait, what are you chewing on?
I have most things put away, but he was really trying to rip at his bed a little while ago, and we just bought that, so I don't want
just
holes
got
in
him a
it yet.
bed today, and it's nicer than like nicer than any bed I sleep in. Let me just put it that way. It's a wildly nice bed.
He has liked trying to chew my footrest because it's a hammock one with like little bits of wood in it, and he's like, "Oh, swinging face height chew toy, great!"
All right, speaking of swinging chew toys, it's time to talk to Winter.
Hey, that's me. Yay. I play Mars, the tiefling rogue of our group. We both use she, her pronouns. And I don't know, sometimes I do warlock stuff.
Occasionally.
It's fun.
As a
it's
treat.
Good. Yeah, as a treat.
As a treat. Also a treat is Kat.
Hey everyone, my name's Kat, and I use she, her pronouns. And so does my girl tonight, Asen Right Wing. She is our half-elf Gloomstalker ranger of the group, who's been recently punched by a dragon. So
just a little bit.
Nothing bad can happen from that.
That's really true. All right, folks, I also wanted to thank everybody who came out recently and went and spent some time with us over in our new homebrew campaign, Cold Iron, which is set in this exact homebrew world of Ylos. It picks up the story after Shards, some like, I don't know, 400 years later, a while. Which is pretty great. Ooh, there's a night mode. There we go. Now I'm not blooming myself. So I really want you to go check it out. It's on Sundays here on Twitch and follows a group of adventurers played by about like, basically we swap Winter out for Caitlin, and that's the entire party. So it's very similar to Shards in party composition, a little less chaotic, a little less sultry. But it is a fantastic game that has Wild West set dressings. It has original music by Tim Kulig. It is so good. And we're going into episode 3 this Sunday. The episodes are going to be coming out on YouTube this week. I needed some time away from the dog to work on the opening sequence for YouTube, because I like to make it pretty for you. Besides that, I also wanted to thank everybody who supports us on Patreon, because this stream is it's expensive. So Patreon helps us make the world go round. If you have a chance and would like to join and get advanced access to things like our very lovely Descent into Avernus campaign that is ran by our own Cal Vincent, you should do so. Episode 0 actually dropped on YouTube today for free, so you can also just watch it that way. But if you want to get it, we're on episode like 9 next week, so that's like 18 weeks early, which is a lot for $5. All right, does anybody have any questions, comments, concerns, anything I need to address before we hop into game?
I have concerns about how Chetty chews toys.
Yeah, that's fair. That's really
he almost
valid.
entirely removed the tag off this bear lion thing, because he grabs and rips.
Oh yeah.
Doesn't just chew.
No.
Grabs and rips. I'm a little concerned he's going to put a hole in this in no time flat.
All right.
But it took Charlie like a year to do these ones.
It's the needles, man.
We're
Like
gonna
those
spend too
needle.
much on you on toys, I think.
The needle teeth, man.
Is that a tasty tag? Apparently.
Oh no.
Reporting live from the warfront. It's a tasty tag.
I mean, it happens, right?
All right, got it.
Vincent ate the tag off my new blanket recently, and it's like, oh, my son, why?
Because. All right, so folks, without further ado, let me tell you what's been happening since last we left off, or give you a quick recap. After being shunted into the astral void, the characters managed to make their way back to Ylos. After going through an extended journey through the Underdark, they managed to make it to the surface, only to find themselves in the middle of a conflict between the forces of, apparently, Farah and Garleon, and a group of rebellious dragons set on destroying the world's stability as we know it, in the middle of which they were in the process of fighting the flying city of Valemar, while the forces of Farah and Garleon, Faraleon, decided to protect the flying city. The flying city, of course, defended itself with its own magical powers, but there's only so much you can do against one of these great worms, of which they might have one now. The fight broke out where you came to the rescue of Meta, a green dragon that was named before Facebook did its whole thing. So, you know what? I'm sorry about that. It was a thing. Her name is really like Metakanar or something like that. But I started calling her Meta. Meta, the green dragon from Valemar, was being assailed by a trio of dragons, which you entered the fray and slew with her aid. So right now, there was an attempt for some of them to escape. You butchered them as they flew away. Tia is presently a pterodon. I have that here. And Aeson was sniping from a building, and as Aeson was sniping from a building, a small mote flew through the window, and suddenly there was a halfling boy standing next to her. And time will forget, because I sure as hell did, what he said to her. But I think it was something pretty impressive, because the next thing that happened was Aeson was blasted through the side of the wall of this building. And as the building collapsed, this halfling child shifted, becoming a gargantuan crystal dragon. And that's where we ended game last episode, but that's not where we're picking up game. We're picking up game across the field, where Valemar has begun to fall. And that is where we pick up with Fadia Stardust. Fadia, as your allies engaged with Meta and her assailants, you saw the truth coming. Valemar, an immense 5-island city, flying in the sky above, was being brought down by the force of draconic rage. As you looked up, you saw an immense blast of purple light rearing out of a great worm, a creature with pure amethyst scales, the size of... Is there something to describe this? The size of mountains. With wings so broad they would shade the sun from entire cities. And with a blast, this immense dragon fired a blast, a bolt of psionic energy through the center of this island. And it began to teeter and began to fall. What are you doing?
I think Fadia said something really dope and cool along the lines of "I got this" and ran off.
Okay.
She's gonna run towards the city and I guess try and find a high point, like a hill or something natural close by, to try and gain some ground, to get as close to this falling city as she can, like distance-wise.
Can you do me a favor? I need you to do me a dexterity saving throw as you are running across this field.
Ooh.
In the distance, as you crest this high rise, away from the tents, away from your allies engaging those dragons, behind you, you can hear the sound of roars of rage and pain and so much more.
That's an 8.
An 8. Oh boy, that's not good for you.
Nope.
You may use the shield spell on this if you have it active.
Oh, hold on, let me grab my phone with my spellbook, hold on. Do I have shield prepared for today? I really hope I did, Robin. Yeah, I do have it. I will use cast shield.
Okay, I'll give you half damage on this. As you reflexively cast shield, you crest the rise, seeing that there is one place where you can kind of oversee this entire field. In the distance, you can see that there are archaic battlements. Hell, from here, you can almost see the edge of some of the trade trails that lead to the city of Kincarnadine over to the west. But here, as you look up, a series of arrows, a volley, flies over the edge of the hill. You are going to be clipped, not directly hit by them. You are going to take only 6 points of damage.
Ooh,
as one of them scratches by your arm. And overhead, you are going to see 10,000 soldiers crash in the field in front of you, fighting under the shadow of this immense falling meteor. And as you see that, can I get you to make me a perception roll?
I can try. Come on, Darktail's dice. You can do this. That's better. 15?
15. You're seeing a definite differentiation in the enemies here. Now, there is no uniform, I suppose. No uniting colors amid the rank and file. Some of those charging are wearing basic armor. Things that have been scavenged off corpses, perhaps. And as you stand at the top of the hill, you are going to see that that is definitely the case with the army of red and gold. It is a motley crew designed, built up from humans, dwarves, elves. A last alliance, one might say. Not so of the other side. You see humans. Humans by the score. Humans are easily bought. Humans are easily corrupted. And as a dragon strafes overhead, firing acid from its thick black throat into the assembled, you are going to hear a voice call out from the enemy dragon ranks, well, the enemy dragon army ranks. Do you speak Draconic?
Oh, let me check my... I do.
You are going to hear in Draconic as a group of mailed individuals wearing helmets approach, and they are going to raise their visors all at once as you hear a command usher out. Someone says, "Hold!" in Draconic. "Ready? Release!" And a front row of armored soldiers pulls up the front of their helmets, and you watch 500 breath attacks from an assembled 500 dragonborn soldiers throw their breath attacks, fire, acid, lightning, poison, ice. There are screams from the front row of your side, we'll say. There are magic shields erected. The breath weapons might be paltry compared to their draconic forebears, but that many in a line is a wall of pain. And above you, that explosion, and it begins to teeter. What do you do?
So Fadia has a lot of gravity-based spells. I think she's going to what would she do with her? She would like to try and stop the city falling or slow it down so it doesn't just instantly kill everyone.
You have, right now, if it falls at its current rate, you see it shudder in the air. You see it shudder and pause as if it's trying to think of what to do. And then the inertia, the gravity of Ylos begins to pick it up, pulling it forward in a terminal embrace. You have 4 rounds before it falls. It will crash into the side of southern Telusia, near the Wildwood, in 24 seconds. What do you cast?
I think... So, I have a spell called Pulse Wave.
Okay.
Though it has to be closer. So that's a last that's a last chance if it gets.
So what do you have
15,
right now?
She's going to cast Reverse Gravity.
Okay, what spell level are you casting at?
So it is a 7th level spell. My
Okay.
tattoo will roll to cast it 1 level higher for free.
Okay, sounds good. Go ahead and roll for that.
Okay.
So I believe that's a D20, 1 through 10. It casts 1 lower, 11 and up, it casts 1 higher, right?
On a 7 to 20, you cast 1 level higher.
Oh, that's
On
nice.
6
Okay.
to 1 to 6.
All right.
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah. So she's going to start casting this spell. I think they have a ring of dual concentration. So she's gonna try that. So I can do multiple spells. Okay. Managed to get a 7 on the dot because my dice just want to stress me out and think I rolled a 1. So
Good.
it will cast at an 8th level, which doesn't really do much for the spell. It's just
Oh, it will for me.
It's just. Oh, okay.
For my purposes, we're going to institute a new type of casting for epic combats like this right now. So casting this spell, what is the wording of the spell? This is very crucial for me. So reverse gravity does what? I mean, besides the obvious.
So for reverse gravity, so on a 50-foot radius, a 100-foot high cylinder centered on a point within range. Range is 100 feet, so I could actually put it up 100 feet, and then it reaches another 100 feet. All creatures and objects that aren't somehow anchored to the ground in the area fall upward and reach the top of the area when you cast the spell. A creature can make a dexterity throw to hold and
The island
grab
cannot
onto the
make a
objects.
dexterity save, so you are casting this on an object, so it is going to work.
Yeah.
Here's the thing that I'm going to need, though. I want you to do me a favor. How much does Fadia want this?
Everything. There's nothing that she's wanted to do more.
Okay. Here's the deal. You're going to cast this spell centered on that point. And I need you to make me a spell casting roll using your spell casting bonus as if you were doing a ranged spell attack. You may add your proficiency and your intelligence to this.
Okay.
Okay? And I want you to tell me what score you get. What you may do is add 1 to this for upcasting.
Okay. I'm gonna spend my inspiration for the game on this.
Probably a great idea.
This seems like the moment. Alright. Come on. Whew, okay. Not great for the dice, but thankfully for advantage. That is going to be a 22. I'm going to throw determination that I have to make it a 27.
A 27. Beautiful. Can you do me a favor? As you slow this thing's descent for a moment, you reach up, casting your magic upward. You feel everything fade into this. You grit your teeth so hard that your gums start to bleed. You feel your teeth on the edge of chipping in your mouth as you summon magical energy. I need you got a 27?
Yeah, 27.
Spend 13 spell levels. This is going to take a level 7 slot. Actually, pardon me. It is out of 50, not out of that. So I need you to spend... no, that's right. It was out of 40. I need you to spend 13 spell slots worth of spells. Like
On top of the level 7 spell?
Spell levels worth of spells. So, for example, you need to spend an additional level 6 and an additional level 7.
Okay.
I don't care where they come from.
Level 7? Okay.
but you are pouring
13
all of your
total?
magical energy into this.
8, 11.
If you cannot spend under, you must spend
22.
over.
That's fine. I did 13. I did 2 level 4s, a level 3, and a level 2.
Perfect. You throw everything you have up at this, and you feel it. You feel the magic crest inside of you and flare. You start drawing on power. The true power of magic dwells within the heart of the mage, not in the book. You feel it begin to slow, but this is just the start. And you are only one person in this fight. I need everyone to make me an initiative roll, including you.
Oh, I'm so sweaty, Kelly. I'm so sweaty.
That's what I like to hear.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Decent initiative roll for Fadia. I love that.
All right, everybody pop your initiative rolls in the chat. We have a lot to do tonight, folks. And Fadia, you have your determination back.
Thank you, Trez.
Okay. There we go. That is going to be... Oh, only an 18 for me. What do you know? Okay. So, checking my initiative charts real quick. Oh, I guess it's your roll for meta. Okay. Meta's not going to be around for long. And then a 17 for Catamus. Okay, so checking initiative right now. I have Asen at a 26, followed by Tia, followed by... Wow, how did Mars get so low for once? That's weird. Followed by the Crystal Dragon, followed by Catamus, somehow, followed by Fadia, followed by Mars, followed by Malia. I think it's time for us to switch things up a bit. There is an explosion. There is a blast of radiant light that hurls Asen through the side of the building onto the ground, and as you look, you are going to see this immense shape begin to slough off the rotten, burned building as if it were clothing being outgrown in real time. Very Incredible Hulk, if we're thinking that. And I think it's time for us to change our backgrounds. And I think it's time for us to change into our map frame in just a second. But first, there's an explosion. It carries Asen through the wall onto the ground, skidding her with this blast of radiant light. And as this immense dragon with shining quartz scales steps out, it doesn't let out a roar. It doesn't let out some type of guttural or mindless sound. Instead, it steps out, and with a calm, high-pitched voice that sounds like a small young man, it says to you,
"Ah, there you are. Fallen into my trap."
and let's head to our map frames. Asen, this creature dwarfs you by a magnitude of 20. It's your turn. What do you do?
She She's gonna dash back towards her friends.
Okay. That sounds
Because
absolutely
I think that is the most reasonable thing
okay.
that can be done in this situation, and with how close she is.
So, dashing back toward your friends, you're going to move double, but as you're doing that, going somewhere so soon. That is going to be a 32 to hit you.
No, that's a miss, Kelly.
Oh, is it a miss? Is it a miss? Cool, cool, cool.
Actually,
so
that's double my AC.
it's double your AC.
Oh.
I love that. I love that. You know what? I did spend a hurt them more for advantage on that. So I'm gonna say this is gonna be a bite attack. Asen, as you turn, sorry, I'm assembling my dice pools. Oh, you know what? I actually rolled pretty mid. So that is going to be only. This creature snaps its head forward 15 feet, biting into you for a total of 19 points of piercing damage, and then hurls you backward with another 9 points of radiant damage as it snaps and throws you across the divide.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought you were gonna say 90 points of damage.
Not yet.
And I was gonna be like, oh, yeah, oh no, oh no,
No. All right, so
okay,
you're gonna.
So, does that send her any further back?
No,
or
it's
in a different
cinematic,
direction at all?
basically. It's gonna be a cinematic bonus.
Okay, perfect, awesome.
All right. So you'll be able to
yeah,
move a total
that's-
of 60 feet, and you could use your teleportation to throw yourself another 60 feet as a bonus action.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Just
Cool, sounds good. So you are across the field there, nice and safe. You are how many feet away from me right now? So that's 90 feet. Darn. Okay. I think. Yeah, I think it's going to take a look at you, and you have never seen a creature this large up close, since you were inside of that worm anyway, and it is going to smile and going so soon, and immediately teleport as a legendary action 60 feet closer to you. All right, Tia, it's your turn.
It's terrifying, but I'm also nowhere near there.
You're not.
I am a large Quetzalcoatlus thing.
And we love you for that.
Yeah.
You know, I've said it about you for years.
That I'm a dinosaur?
Yeah.
You love that about me?
I love that about you, yeah. Look, I'm sorry that it had to come out here, but, like, you know, it's true.
I mean, there's not a problem with that. Okay, I have a fly speed of 80 feet, it looks like. Why do I not have this on, like, the actual window I needed it to be? Sorry, one sec.
That's okay.
I got everything in the wrong places. Okay, here we go. And... okay. How far is 80 feet from me? Not nearly close enough. Huh. I don't like that. But... let's see. Nope. Wait, nope. Yeah, we're gonna make that 80 feet movement to get closer. Where did I just... Is it 80 feet? Okay, right there. I see which square it is. It's like here-ish.
All right. So getting closer, diving closer.
And I feel like that's about all I can really do because I
Tell
can't
you
cast
what,
spells in.
I'll let you flip the offer to move an extra 30 feet from diving.
Yeah.
All right, offers on my side now. So you can move an extra 30 feet toward the fray.
Is like... One, two... Not... I don't know if it's quite close enough. I forget, like, where the edge of my physical movement is, because I'm
Are
so
you just
big.
trying to dive and attack?
Yeah, because if I do from edge to edge right now, it's 45 feet, but from where I
Did you do a dash
started, I have
action
a
from the
sneaking
air?
Suspicion.
Or was it just movement?
That was just a movement, but I have a diving feature. Like,
Okay, I'll tell you what, I will let you,
Dive
I'll spend the offer, because you heard this blast coming. I'll say that you could have started diving to engage. You may make an attack this round.
Okay, so we're gonna get right up close. Doot, doot, doot. Effectively. Is this a good idea? Probably not.
We'll find out.
So, I don't have any sort of advantage or anything, I don't think. So we're just attacking. That's a 23 to hit.
A 23 to hit is a hit, actually. Good job.
Okay. When you
And yes,
dive
I
at
did
least
have to
30
check
feet
because
towards
this
the
thing's
target,
AC is not small.
and then hits with a bite attack. The attack deals an extra. Okay, I'm doing 6d6. I need d6s. Okay, so that's 6, 10. I need a calculator because numbers. Plus. That's only 30 magical piercing.
Beautiful. That's a solid hit, actually. How does this look? I need you to take some narrative for this as you come down out of nowhere. Because this
Yeah,
is definitely
so
a
this
Gandalf
is-
moment.
This is very much a flying, already was relatively far away, just kind of like coming in inside, like almost like T-boning, but slightly with a dive involving. And then I think the teeth, with the beak teeth, or I don't even know what's in that mouth. I feel like it's more of a beak. Is
It is,
going after
yeah.
like the wing joint in terms of like at the back.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we're trying to avoid being in direct attack range, or attack directly in front of the mouth, and going in for a blind spot. I think that's how it looks.
Perfect. All right,
And
you're
from a-
colliding in the side, and as you do that, I'm going to spend a legendary action. You're going to hear, the Scion. Does a 26 hit you?
Yes, in fact.
Cool. That is going to be not as much as it could be, but I've got a lot of these. That is going to be 15 points of slashing damage as you hit, and a claw comes out of nowhere, slashing across your beak.
It's 15.
15, 1-5.
Okay.
There are other things that dragons have aside from just attacks. Perfect. Anything else on your turn?
No, that's it.
Okay, that sounds great. It is my turn now. The crystal dragon is going to grin and is going to... Oh boy, what do we got? That is a 90-foot... Is going to take a 5-foot step back, or a 10-foot step back, I guess, keeping you in its opportunity attack range. And let's go ahead and do a cone attack. So let's draw a cone line.
It leave my threatened range?
It's staying inside of your threatened.
Okay.
I'm just trying to keep it. He's big, so it's kind of hard to figure out where that ends. Okay,
Because
so...
my range is 10 feet, so...
Oh, okay, so actually he gets an extra move. Okay, I need a saving throw from everyone except for Tia. Please give me a Constitution saving throw. And this includes Cadamus and Meta. So first, Cadamus. Okay, I'm going to use Indomitable. That didn't help much. Okay, and Meta's going to fail. Which Meta had how many hit points last episode? Not as many as I would have liked.
That's an 8 for me.
Perfect. That's going to be an 8 for you. I'm looking for higher than an 8, unfortunately.
That's what I guessed.
All right, what did you get, Winter?
15.
15. Is that your final answer?
Yeah,
Probably.
because I rolled a 12, then I added 3.
Okay. Asen.
17.
Perfect. Okay, DC was much higher than all of that. All of you. This dragon is going to take a step back and say, "You're all murderers. Killers. At least you'll have an afterlife for me to send you to." And it's going to exhale a scintillating breath. Each one of you is going to take 59 points of radiant damage. As it lets out this horrible feedback noise, blaring as it kind of up and down the aisles here. Meta's still up, but not by much. I did leave Meta's hit points up. I'm so smart. And as you see this blast, this explosion of brilliant radiance expand outward, Tia and anybody watching is going to, actually Tia, you're going to get the front row seat of that. The dragon is going to breathe out this cone, and as it concludes, the cone does not evaporate outward. Instead, as the dragon ends the breath, he sucks it back into his chest, and you watch the damage that Tia did to his arm repair. Or, you know what, that's technically not accurate. Technically, what it is you don't watch the damage repair, but you see this scintillating, shifting energy settle down on top of him, like a second set of skin. It's temporary hit points, not real hit points. Sorry. And that is going to be... It's going to be... You know what? I got it. And I'm going to spend my bonus action to... I'm going to go... Let's have some fun. I'm going to go... There is going to be a brief motion of... And suddenly he's going to appear behind Asen with... Going somewhere, little worm?
Ah! Oh God!
All right. And with that, let us cut back over to Fadia. Fadia. This island begins to fall. You hover it in the air, and as it continues its descent, I need you to make me a concentration roll.
Yep. Natural 20.
Perfect.
Dork tail.
Okay. So natural 20. What is your bonus there with your what is your total?
25.
25? Okay.
Yeah.
So, I am going to give you an extra 10 for that nat 20. I need you to spend 5 spell slots. The 5
Okay.
spell levels. I keep saying slots, I mean levels.
I understand what you're meaning, because 5 spell slots would be just I could do this twice probably.
Well, you don't have very many more because you only have 19 spell levels on your entire character sheet. Oh wait, that's not the way math works.
No, that's not the way math works.
You have 19 spell slots.
Yes, I have 19 spell slots, more spell levels. So another 5, you say?
Another 5 total.
Okay. Do I need second level slots? Nope, we'll do a second.
So you have a total of... I'm gonna do some math real quick. So you have
Nope.
50. Oh, sorry, you
I've
killed
not
your
got
level
the
7.
8 spell.
So you have 55 spell levels left before you started spending them. The first round you spent 17, was it?
13.
13, okay. 13, and now another 5. So you have 37 spell levels left. Oh, actually 36 because you cast shield.
Yeah. How close is the city at this point? I have 2 more rounds after this, yeah?
You have 2 more rounds. Well, you have to slow its descent.
Yeah, I know. I'm wanting it like the range to cast another spell. Because I have dual concentration.
You
Range,
do?
Dual concentration. Huh?
You do. So at this point, you can try to cast another spell at this range, if you'd like. You feel magic pouring out of your pores. Your eyes are bleeding blue starlight. What do you want to do?
Actually, I would like to use, where was it? Sorry, I have so many gravity-based spells.
That's fine.
I would like to try and cast... This is instantaneous, so will just help maybe slow descent. But I'd like to try and cast Gravity Sinkhole on the island in the center to try and, again, slow at the core of the city.
Okay. Sure, basically creating a black hole in the air to kind of like slow its ascent. I would like you to go ahead and make me a spellcasting roll, as I had last round.
Okay. Oh, that's... Why? Dice, why are you giving me so mid?
Okay.
That's going to be that's going to be a dirty 20 for that.
dirty
And I'll throw Determination that was bought to do 25.
All right, so 25. Throwing that back into it, you are going to feel your magic pour out of you. The concentration to hold both of these, the ring of dual concentration, giving you the ability to split your mind in 2 different directions, holding this up, slowing its ascent with reverse gravity, trying to push back against the entire world. And then with your other hand calling out, doing one-handed versions of the somatic components that you need. Basically doing the magical equivalent of trying to lift a continent while rubbing your tummy and patting your head at the same time.
Ooh, actually, it upcasts it as 5th level too.
Does that happen?
So
Oh yeah, it's once per round that goes off, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that goes off at 5th
It's
level.
just every time I cast a new spell, I roll a d20 with the spell level to see what happens with the spell level to the chaos tattoo.
So I'm going to let you do something. You can spend as many spell slots into this as you want, spell levels into this as you want, to make the next round's concentration check easier.
Okay.
What would you like to spend? You can say none. Like, if you want to just, like, hold them in reserve, you don't have to.
I'm spending another 8 spell levels. Or
Another
spell...
8?
Yeah, spell levels.
Levels, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have you at
But
28.
yeah, spell levels, not spell slots.
Okay. So, and this is unfortunate for you, because as you pump into that, you are going to hear the sound of burning next to you. And a figure is going to rise up from the ranks below, wielding a serrated spear. She is going to pull her helmet back, and I need a dexterity saving throw as a red dragonborn approaches you and breathes fire at you.
Crap! Ooh, okay. 17.
17. All right, that is going to be a success. You are going to take some damage, but not much. You are only going to take 4 points of fire damage as flame licks at you. Unfortunately, that means that you have 2 concentration saves.
They're tied together.
Oh, they are? Okay.
And I just rolled another nat 20 on the concentration check.
Okay,
Dork
somehow
Tail's
the
dice.
fire
Dork
is...
Tail's dice is just loving me tonight.
It really is. Congrats. All right, you hold it up in the air for another round, feeling it. You're gonna have to put this thing on the ground, but you gotta figure out a way. Like right now, you're kind of holding it in the air. Unfortunately, much like with weightlifting, the lowering is where the real growth happens. But we're gonna check back with you in a minute as we pop back into the fray with Cadamus. Cadamus takes a look over at you, Malia, and Mars. I've got front. You've got my back. Please have my back, he says, and is going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Oh, just slightly not good enough. He is going to do a full dash and is going to prepare for some combat. That is going to be his turn. Mars, you're up. What do you do?
Okay, so I have a quick question.
I have a quick answer.
Okay, so I saw it do that, like, give self band-aid move, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I want to prevent that from happening again for... Oh no, where did that everything go? Okay, I want to prevent that from happening. So, at least a little bit. So I would like to use Chill Touch as one of my Warlock spells. And it's a cantrip.
It is, yep. What's the range on Chill Touch?
120 feet.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, that would work.
And it says, because I'm only at a level 2 of Warlock, my extra levelings doesn't work with it, so I can't use more than 1d8, right?
No. Warlock, for me, cantrips are the entirety. So it's your total level.
So I can do that at 11th level with 3d8.
Yes, you can. So it's full level, not...
Okay, I just wanted to clarify before I rolled.
No, it's okay. You don't play spellcasters terribly often, so that's totally valid.
Cool. Yeah, because I want to use the opposite use of its radiant is my...
You're necrotic?
Necrotic.
Nice, yeah, so go ahead.
Ow. All right.
Okay, so make me an attack roll.
So how do I... Yes.
So you make a spell attack, so it's your charisma plus your proficiency bonus.
So that's 5 and 4. So that's 9.
Yep, so plus 9.
On a d20.
On a d20, yep.
22.
22 is going to be a hit. Roll me damage.
Woo! Okay. And then plus 3d8, and I don't add anything else to that, right? It's just straight of cross.
It's just straight that. So yeah, it's just the 3d8s. But then he cannot heal while until the start of your next turn, which is real cute because there's no saving throw for that.
Oh. Okay.
Which is very clever. Pretty sneaky, sis.
Yes. And I rolled a 19.
Okay, 19 points of damage. What does this look like? So it's like a spectral bony hand? Describe it for me. Tell me what happens.
And it's very purple, because I like purple.
Of course.
She'll kind of like do a thing like this with her own hand, and it's going to take... Let me see. Is the one that you have on your screen pretty accurate for what he looks like?
Pretty accurate, yeah. Immense, huge throat that, like, the only difference is, like, he's, like, glittering with starlight, and if you look at that, like, throat sac that's underneath his jaw, it's basically full of starlight that's, like, shining through the membrane of the scales.
Can I have the skeletal hand grab him by the nose horn?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
This skeletal hand just, like, grabs him and starts, like, clawing into it. Totally. Are you doing anything with your bonus action or movement?
I want to move closer to a bush.
Okay, that sounds great. There are some bushes. There's a bush right next to him.
Yeah, so I think I can start moving to there, because I want to be in a good spot for sneak attacking. Would that one be
Perfect.
good, or do I want to be even more behind, you suppose? Oh, you know what? I gotta get there first. I'm gonna head towards there.
Sounds good. All right. I am going to... Let's see, I've got this little dwarf with an axe charging at me. I have some intelligence on you guys. So, go ahead and move wherever you'd like to move, Mars. You've got 30 feet of movement. You do have 60 feet of movement if you use your dash for your rogue bonus action. Because you've got, your dashy poo. Okay, so while that's happening, I've got some intelligence on you, so I'm gonna do... Yeah, I think so. I think I'm gonna be a dick. So, as you are all, like, in the middle of this, I am going to... Yeah, I'm gonna do this. Can I please get Aeson and Cadamus and... Malia slightly out of range. You know what? No, she's not. I'm flipping the offer back to you, because it was 5 feet. Cool. Can I get everybody... pardon me, can I get the 3... Oh, no, Mars is within 30 feet too. Okay, so Mars is gonna rush up into this. Can I get... all the people on the ground. Does this affect Pteranodon? Oh, it do. So I need all
feet?
4. Yeah, because you're only 35 feet, so that'll work.
I don't know how far they teleported.
Oh wait, it's 30
'cause I know I was
Pardon me, 1 sec.
in the air somewhat, so I'm not sure.
So that's gonna be. Yeah. I spent the offer, so that'll hit you. There is going to be a swirling, scintillating field that appears in front of all of you. Can I get a wisdom save from everyone here? Ooh, Cadamus did it.
24.
Okay, you're fine.
I rolled a raw 17. I don't add anything to that.
Are you adding anything to it? Everyone has
can't.
you have determination.
Ew, yeah,
I'm
that
gonna
might be a good thing. Wait.
And my inspiration. That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, I feel like I have to spend my inspiration 2 because I rolled a 2.
Oh God!
I
yeah,
did too.
Oh god!
That's better.
Okay.
And my
28.
second roll was a 14.
So
Well, no,
Let's
determination adds this level +5 to your roll, Winter.
Oh, so if it was 17 plus 5, that's a 22.
Cool.
Oh,
All
I'm
right.
at 25.
Yay! I'm kind of sad this didn't hit any of you, but also kind of glad this didn't hit any of you, as that would have incapacitated you. As a shimmering hypnotic pattern appears in front of you. Yep, there you go. Cool. It didn't work, but hey, it was fun and free. All right. Even Cadamus... Wait, hold on. 1 sec. DC. Nope. He failed. He only has a +2 to his wisdom. Balls. Okay, well, it happened to Cadamus. So Cadamus is going to stop in his tracks and is going to be hypnotized. Oh god, I just looked at what his hit points are right now. They're not great. Well, that's fine. That's fine. We like Cadamus. We liked him a lot. That looks like a confusing symbol. We'll put that up there. Okay. And Malia, you're up.
Okay. So, based on the picture, I'm trying to... This is like a crystalline dragon of some sort?
It is a crystal dragon, yeah.
Is any aspect of them considered inorganic? Or are they strictly organic and it's
They
just
are
like themed crystalline?
Bing, you got it right there. They're gem dragons,
Okay.
so basically it's like how metallic dragons aren't made of metal, technically.
Okay, cool. I just wanted to double check because I figured it does kind of look like they've got crystalline parts to them, so potentially. Maybe there is an aspect of it. I don't know.
No, but it's all organic. But that's a good thought. That's a good thought. I can see in high school that definitely would have caused some problems. Like those high school games, you know.
Let me just quickly, because I was looking at a couple things as the potentials. And from my knowledge, from this world, dragons are local to this plane, correct?
Dragons are local to this plane.
They were not invaders. Okay, cool. Fuck it. I saw he took, like, used radiance for himself, but you know what? Very few things have resistance to radiance. So I'm gonna try and guiding bolt this ass.
Sounds beautiful. Go ahead, make me an attack roll.
1 sec. I'm gonna cast it at 5th level.
Perfect.
Alright, don't fail me now, die. Alright, that was not too bad. That is 27 to hit.
That is a beautiful hit. Roll me
Okay.
damage.
Okay.
The thing that I will remind everybody is gem dragons and certain colors of metallic dragons and so on have not been on this plane of existence in thousands upon thousands of years. So knowledge of them is very limited. At this point, you're basically throwing things at the wall to see what sticks.
Yeah, but at least as far as Malia is
Oh,
aware,
100%. Yeah.
dragons are local to this area. They're not from a different plane, etc.
Yeah, totally.
Okay, cool. I'm just adding up a roller real quick.
Totally.
That is gonna be 32 points of damage.
Your guiding bolt.
Nice.
You summon it up, raising your hammer. The guiding bolt streaks across the field and collides with this immense crystal dragon. The scales shimmer. It cracks its neck and smiles. Little one, I am made from starlight. And, anything else on your turn as you see that your guiding bolt has no effect, except that the next attack does have advantage. That does work.
Okay. I don't believe I have any bonus action things.
Sounds good. I'm going to use a legendary action then, and I'm going to hit Aeson, because Cadamus is taken out of the fight right now. God damn, why didn't I give this thing levels of, like... I should have given this thing levels of champion. Because the number of, like, 19s I have been rolling. Aeson. Oh god, I'm sorry.
Oh no!
I knocked that one over. Aeson, this thing appears in front of you, says that to Malia, and then is going to bite down on your side for 27 points of piercing damage. But only 3 points of radiant damage. I rolled real bad on the radiant.
Okay.
All right, and on that, it is Malia. You did see your movement, right?
I didn't move.
That's totally fine. All right. All right. It
I don't
is.
feel like there's much point with how this thing teleports around the field.
It is Meta's turn. Meta is going to fly forward and is going to keep about 60 feet in the air, kind of flying over. So if, for all intents and purposes, Meta is flying in the air, I have the little wing symbol on her. And she is going to take a deep breath and drop a poison breath on him. In a 90-foot cone, which is only going to hit him. That is going to be a con save. Which he is going to succeed, but he's still going to take half damage from this. So that is 22d6 for Meta. Oh, pardon me. That's incorrect. That's incorrect. 1 second. Wait, is it incorrect? Let me just double check that. Meta is at... There we go. Math. There we go. Yeah. Sorry, that was my mistake. I had pulled out the ancient green dragon for her. She only counts as an adult green dragon. And then I clicked the wrong button. There we go. Yup it. Okay, so poison breath. That is going to be a success, though. So it's going to be a grand total of 16d6. So that's going to be 56 points of poison damage, which halved becomes 28. All right, 28 points of poison damage as this crystalline dragon does its best to not breathe in these horrible fumes. It's unfortunately going to have to. And we are at the top of initiative yet again as this plume of awful green ichor flies out of Meta's mouth as she prepares to keep fighting, unfortunately. But none of her legendaries are super helpful because they require her to get way too close. So, can I please get top of the initiative with Asen?
Greater invisibility.
Greater invisibility. I love it.
I'm gonna do that, and then, if I'm invisible, then would I be able to leave this thing's square without tripping?
Maybe.
And that being said, it's a crystal dragon. I don't know what the heck this thing does.
This is true. I would say you do have favored enemy dragons.
Yeah.
So I will allow you a free nature or arcana check.
I will take you up on that arcana
Because
check.
you went to school for this, so I feel like you might know
Yeah, it's
this.
like I studied these
You
things.
studied at
significantly.
Dragon University.
I did.
Dragging these nuts
I'll
across your
drag
face.
you.
Ooh. That's +9. That is a 26.
Most
arcana.
dragons have blind sight.
Ah, of course they do.
So
of course
if
they
you
do.
if you would like to take back greater invisibility, you may.
Okay.
I will allow you
will
to do
do
that.
that.
I will not even spend a something good happens for that. I'll allow it for you. But I will flip the offer back to me.
I mean, that's pretty fair.
That's pretty fair.
Okay. I think I have one other thing I can do here. I just have to type it in. No, I don't. I can copy paste this. Oh my god, my heart rate's through the roof.
Robin, you have something you want to toss in?
I just realized, now that we had combat, I rolled a natural 20 for concentration check. Do I get to pass off my battle inspiration? Or does that have to be like if you can actually see the people?
That's only for attack rolls.
Oh, it's for attack rolls? I thought it was like
Yep.
any nat 20.
No. But that's a good idea.
Fair.
Okay, Kelly, with that in mind,
Yeah, what's going on?
I'm going to bonus action our Shadowlan's Stride.
Okay.
And I am going to move 50 feet away.
Okay.
I'm gonna move 50 feet away. Amazing. And then I'm going to use a regular attack roll to shoot this thing twice.
Sounds good. When you move within 5 feet of a creature or object that isn't being worn or carried, so that means Catamus and this creature are both going to take a d6 of fire damage from the heat.
Oh no, okay. I mean,
So go ahead and roll me a d6.
I will do that, yes. D6. That's a 1.
Perfect. You know what the best part about this is? You didn't even realize how smart you were, because as that happens, you're going to hear, "Ah, bloody hell!" What did I miss? Because as soon as he takes a point of damage, Cadamus pops out of hypnotic.
Yes! I did. Oh my god! Aeson's so smart! Yeah.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to make 2 shots at this thing with radiance.
Okay.
I am going to take -5 plus 10 on this because
Please
I
do.
have faith. I have faith in the cards, in the heart of the cards.
Please do.
Oh my god! My D8 to 20 is going everywhere. Oh my god. Okay, so that's a 19 and a 17. And I add 7, so that'd be a 24 minimum.
24 minimum. That's a hit.
Oh, and actually, wouldn't the first one have advantage because of Guiding Bolt?
It totally did.
Okay, I will reroll 1. Does not change. Actually, it's the exact same, 17. Okay, here we go. Oh my god. Oh my god. I wasn't prepared to do this. So yeah, it's just these 2. I don't add anything to it. Just the... Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. 14 plus... Sorry, I had a completely different thing set up in my brain for what I wanted to do this round.
Totally fine.
Plus 17, plus 17. That's gonna be 48 points of radiant damage.
48 points of radiant damage.
Actually, it's gonna be plus a bit more on that. Plus 8 on that because of favorite enemy, dragons.
Yep.
So it's gonna be 56 points of damage.
56
Oh
points.
shit, it's radiant!
As you rush by Chardalon's stride carrying you, you default to your instinctive action, which is to drop to a knee, raise radiance, and fire 2 pulses of radiant energy. They fire across the field into the crystal dragon that glows as it strikes.
Ms. Uncle Smart right wing.
She is, and as soon as she pulls the trigger, you're just gonna hear her yell in Draconic, shit!
And you are going to hear it smile.
Oh my god, it didn't click in my brain until I pulled the trigger.
But it still can't do anything with my hand on it, right?
It can't heal. It
Thanks.
can't heal. But it is
Okay.
going to look at you and smile. Do you think that little relic of a bygone god is going to be able to stop me? I'm older than him. And Tia.
Okay. Okay. Cool. On the plus side, it set itself up so that I can do my dive attack on it again.
Oh, totally.
Yeah, because that's movement 80 feet. If I do at least 30 feet diving, I can do that. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna rinse and repeat because it seemed to do something. And as far as I'm aware, I don't have any additional bonuses or advantage currently, correct? Just my normal attack?
Just your normal.
Okay. Okay, that you seriously cocked. Okay. And then she get like right into the corner between like the folding of my dice tray. Just like right perfectly in there. Incredible, not helpful. Okay, so let's see. This is that number plus that number. 24 to hit.
24 to hit will hit.
Okay. And since I'm doing my die, that means I have 6 6d6 again. Well, it would be great if I could roll better than that, but, you know. That is... Oh. That's my
So dive bombing forward.
33 magical piercing.
Ooh, we love
Okay,
that.
how much
for
did I
you.
just move there? Did you check?
Hold on, I can just do this. Boop. That much.
What is that? I'm
think
just
it was
wanna make sure
35
that I
feet.
understand.
Yeah, what's your speed?
Oh, beautiful. 80. That's
All right.
perfect. And this has the flyby feature.
Ooh, the thing that I think that
So
all
we're
flying creatures
diving.
have.
It'll be
I'm not a smart DM.
Specifically
I'm just
that
I'm
one.
just a happy one.
and,
I'm the golden retriever
Then
of
I'm
DMs.
gonna move back out of its range because that's 80 feet movement, so the 35 to dive bomb and then get out of there.
No, that's fair. I can't do anything about that. So, how much damage was that again? Sorry, that I was just updating when you asked. It was 35.
Oh, sorry, one sec. I believe that's what I said, but let me just do that again because I haven't moved any of my dice.
What am I doing? So that's actually going to be
And it goes error. That's helpful.
okay. You are going to punch directly through that shield, shattering that shimmering layer around it, and doing a bit of damage on top of that. You've removed its temporary hit points.
Okay, I have 27. I don't know if I said something else different before.
I
but
took
have
35.
26.
It's fine.
27. Oh, okay.
You had
I
inertia
won't
that we
stop you.
forgot about. It's fine.
Yeah.
All right.
So
Anything on your turn?
That is physically moving like 5. It was 35 we said, and then 5. I think I can get here.
Alright.
But yeah, basically we're gonna go at it, and then we're gonna try and like bounce off into kind of at an angle. So it's like 35, 40, 45, 50. So I think ultimately I'll end up like down here.
Sure.
Down sort of to the south at like, what is that? 4 o'clock or something?
Yeah, it's about 4 o'clock.
Anyway.
All right, so that's going to be you. All right, that means that it's my turn again, everybody. Hi, how's it going? I'm going to roll, and nope, that's not a recharge, unfortunately. But you know what? I'm going to spend a hurt them more to re-roll that.
I forgot about my bonus action, I'm sorry. Sorry. I was thinking about this before I even got into all those, and that is to spend my bonus action to use my feature to use spell slots to heal 1d8 per spell slot spell level. So
Perfect.
we're gonna do that just to amp myself up because I lost like 15 HP last time, and I don't want to just blow this immediately.
Perfect. We love
That's
it.
all.
Okay. That is going to be my turn now, which we love. We love this for us. It is our favorite. I think. Okay, so there's this dragon here that's breathing poison on me. I'm not a fan of that. But this dwarf with a magic glowing axe is right in front of me. And I think what I'm going to have to do is some damage. Okay, those are 3 hits, unfortunately. So let me just calculate a crap ton of damage. 1 second, please. While I hit the crap ton button. Okay, so that is... How many d6s am I rolling here? So that's, okay, so 2d10. Okay. Well, you know what? We're just going to do standard. So that's going to be 18, 27. Okay, that could have been worse. Could have been... Uh-oh. That couldn't have been better. As this happens, as you dive bomb it and pull away, this dragon is going to reach forward, and as Catamus goes, I'm going... is going to slam a claw down through the haft of Cadamus's axe, snapping it in half. And then is going to pick him up in its jaws, shake his head twice, and drop Cadamus to the ground unconscious.
No, he's at 1 hit point.
All right, dropping him to 1 hit point using your reaction.
Yeah, he's within 30 feet of me.
Perfect.
He does not go down.
All right, that's going to be Cadamus up then, because Cadamus technically does go before Fadia. And I forgot that last round. He drops to the ground. The holy light of Vela fills him, and he comes back with 1 hit point. And due to YouTube and Twitch's terms of service, I can't say the dwarven curse words that are going to come out of his mouth, except the word "what dragon" at the end of them. So it's just going to be a series of beep, 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 beep. It's going to sound like he's like sending Morse code messages. All right, that's going to be his turn as he goes. 1, 2. Those are 3 hits. So 1 moment, because it's Cadamus's time to shine. That's going to be 3d12 plus. Okay, doing some math. Okay, so 19 plus.
What is he hitting with?
Oh, I guess, yeah, his great axe is broken. Oh shit, that does mean his great axe is broken. So I guess he's gonna draw his war axe because he has a spare. Or his war hammer, so that's gonna be 3d10 instead. But thankfully, oh, actually, he rolled higher with that by 1 point. Pulling out his claw hammer, he's going to attack. It's going to be 3d10 plus 3d4 for being a brute. Two, 1, 1. Okay, plus additional 4. It is not magical, unfortunately, but he does have. That's going to be a total of 39 points of damage. Oh, you know what? Fuck this dragon. I'm action surging. And that's going to be 2 more hits. The whole time, it's just swearing noises. So that was 39, I believe I said. And then it's plus d4s. 2 and 4. Okay, so that's going to be plus 14, plus 9, plus 10, for another 33 points of damage, and a grand total of 72 points of bludgeoning damage as our little dwarf buddy just charges and starts going down. Holy shit, he's tough. Cadamus
goes down on the dragon.
Cadamus goes down with the ship and just starts tearing into this guy with a claw hammer. Oh, thanks for the 3 hurt the mores, guys. I really do appreciate it. And as he does that, the dragon's going to rear back and let out a groan of pain. And I'm going to spend a legendary action to miss. I'm going to spend a hurt the more to reroll that. Okay, that's a hit. And is going to smash Cadamus into the ground. And because you used your reaction, Malia, boop, he is out. He is unconscious now. Stay down, little thing. And we cut back across the battlefield, Cadamus bleeding out on the ground, but we are more engaged over there, where the sound of battle is growing. Fadia, I need that concentration save, please.
Okay.
Do it at a +5.
Okay. Okay, alright. So 27. I'm gonna throw determination that's been bought again for me by the chat to make that a 32.
I have to say something unfortunate right now, though.
Oh no.
As you are doing this, I'm spending a drama bomb. because as you are holding this up, you're feeling the strength of it. You hear the sound of magnificent, heavy wings beat above you. The sky goes dark. The battlefield, covered in fire, ice, and lightning, is only illuminated by the burning of bodies. As the tremendous great worm crashes down on the island like it's trying to drown it in the earth. And you will hear a voice echo out in Draconic. It falls when I say it falls. And the weight of the great worm is added on top. I need you to roll that again.
I spent my determination. No.
You did.
Oh. That's an action. I would say I can't cast a spell as an action, can I?
Not before you make this check.
You just received determination.
You just received
Oh,
determination.
thank you. Okay, Traz. Still at the +5?
Still is the +5.
Okay.
Magical energy is flowing out of you. You feel yourself start to hold it.
Oh no.
What did you roll?
no, that was not great. Not a botch, but not great. Okay.
I need the grand total with that +5. You may spend your determination.
Yep. I don't think it's gonna do it though. Fuck. 18 plus determination. 23.
I need you to spend 27 spell levels.
Okay, alright, let me do some math real quick.
I believe you'll have 1 spell level left after this.
Okay. 8. 14. 19. 22. I only have 23.
Here's the deal. I will let you take a level of exhaustion to spend hit dice.
Okay. I will take that.
Hit dice are exchangeable at a 1-for-1 spell level.
Okay. So I had 23.
So you need to spend 4 of your 16 hit dice.
Okay.
All right. Holding the city up in the air with your magic. What are you saying? Come on. What do you got?
Can I spend 10 hit dice to keep an 8th level spell?
I will spend... Do you want me to spend the something good happens for that to happen? It will immediately affect what is about to happen to you. 3, 2,
Yes.
1. Okay? You may instead spend hit dice and reserve that 1 spell.
Okay.
All right. The magic is flowing out of you. You can feel blue light searing through your eyelids. You are trying not to squint against the pain, but you feel your life force pulled out of your body, fueling the magic that's holding up this city. You're going to die. You're going to die, Fadia. If you keep this up. The last astral genasi is going to fade into starlight and vanish. And you almost lose yourself in that for a moment, the despair. And then you see those around you. You see your friends behind you fighting. You see the the barely armored warriors on the battlefield fighting back against the draconic horde. And you have a thought. If you have to fade away, leave a mark. Make it for something. And you pour all of your energy into it, holding this up. It's descending slowly. You're not sure how much longer you can do this. You're not sure if you can actually do anything. And unfortunately, that red dragonborn is still in front of you. What's your armor class?
18.
That's a 19. One of them is going to hit you. She levels her lance and charges you. That is going to be a plus strength. That is going to be not as bad as it could be, but that is going to be 13 points of piercing damage as you are impaled by the riding lance, well, the serrated lance that she is bearing. We'll say glaive. Glaive is a better term.
Yeah.
So I need concentration
let me
saves.
just quickly pull up, exhausted, if that is on saves or not. Because I always forget fucking exhausted conditions.
Ability checks.
Ability check.
Level
okay,
1
so
is
I
ability
still roll
check.
with advantage. Okay. Whew, okay.
It's level 3, which is disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws.
You'll be there soon.
So I rolled a 17, passed my con
Okay.
check.
You are fine. And as you do that, this dragonborn skewers you and says, die. It's simple. What do you say?
No. I'm not gonna die just yet. My story's not done.
That's right, it's not. You hear a voice over your shoulder as an old, weak voice distracts the red dragonborn. A blast of light fires out, magical in nature, like a magic missile. And the dragonborn is going to reel back after taking, that's 1, 2, 3 hits. The dragonborn is going to take, oh, that was a 1. That's going to be 32 points of force damage, and is going to reel back, falling kind of a bit back as you see somebody step up next to you. It is an old man with the barest bit of gray hair around the side of his head, wearing an archaic jumpsuit stitched with armor. Are you all right? The man says. He has this I've been working out in the field skin tone, like a gardener's tone to him, and is holding a gun, a weapon that looks very much like Aeson's in his hand. I don't know who you are. The city of Valemar gives you his thanks. I'm Calimena's Russo. Here to help.
Thaddeus Stardust, if you could keep these dragonborn from stabbing me while I'm trying to lower the city,
Say no more.
that would be great.
Listen, say less, lift more. And he's going to cock the gun. And we are going to cut back down with Mars. Mars, back in the battle below. What is happening with you?
What the fuck? Okay. So
You guys remember
make,
Russo.
I need to make sneak attack work.
You do. You do.
I need. Okay. So, you mentioned he had blind sight. I also have blind sight, so I know that hiding does not work very well.
No,
So I
but
can put himself between myself and.
so what you could do though, don't forget that you can use the aim action to give yourself advantage and use sneak attack.
Yes. But I can't from where I am right now. Like, I need to move, right?
Not if you use your arcane assassin feat to use Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast. Okay.
You just can't move or use a bonus action, but you can totally Eldritch Blast from there. You'll have
Okay.
advantage on your first Eldritch Blast. Oh wait, pardon me. Yeah, you'll have your advantage on your first Eldritch Blast roll because it's 3 different rolls.
Yeah,
Oh, wait, is it
and
3
the
different
2
rolls?
others are just regular.
It's 3 different rolls, of course.
Okay. Okay.
So you'll have advantage on the first one.
Advantage on the first one. Where did my thing go? Okay. Nat 20.
Nat 20. Oh, that's beautiful. Holy shit, really? Okay, let's do some math then. Okay, so that is going to be, roll your other 2 attacks, and then we'll calculate all your dice.
I'm still adding 9 with that too because it's my proficiency in charisma.
Yep. You got it.
Okay, so then the next one was a 19 plus 9, so 28.
Yep, that's going to be a hit. And your last
and then
one?
this one's 17.
17. The 17 is going to be a miss, unfortunately.
Determination?
Oh, actually, what's that? Someone did buy you determination back, actually.
Yeah, so determination, that bitch.
All right, that's going to be a hit. So, what level? You're level 14 rogue.
Yes.
So I'm going to do the math for you real quick. So, okay. So you have, what's your charisma bonus?
5. No, 4.
Okay.
My proficiency is at 5 right now.
Cool. All right. So Winter, this is what you're going to roll on this attack. This is about to suck for me. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3.
I'm just
Okay.
trying to find
I'm going to pop this in our chat. So here's the deal, Winter. You are going to be rolling the following. So you're going to be rolling 4d10.
Okay, wait. So
I'm putting it in the
4,
chat so you have a reference.
and then this is gonna become a D10. Okay, 4d10.
14d6
14d6. Okay,
because you're sneak attacking on the crit. And then you add 12 to the total.
of that.
Yep. I would use a dice roller if I were you.
That's what I'm setting up right now, so that's why I was going. So then add 12. Oh no, that's a little too much. Okay. And then, do I still do the 3d8 like normal?
3d8? No, this is including, so the Eldritch Blast is d10s. So that is
Yes.
the 4d10, because you got one of them was a crit, so that becomes 2d10 instead of 1d10, and then you hit with the other 2. So that's 2 more d10. So these are
Okay.
all the dice you're rolling, 14d10, 4d10, 14d6, and then the grand total is plus 12.
Plus 12. Okay, so going for the 4d10, that is going to be 26.
Okay, so I will jot this down. So 26.
And then the
Okay, and then-
14d6 plus 12 is 63.
Okay, 63, and then plus 12. That is 75 points of damage. That is 101 points of force damage.
Go Mars.
Oh my god. Mars!
Nyrn sends her regards.
Was that what you say?
Yes.
How do you do it?
So this is the hand has also been holding on this whole time too. So as it like will let go, because I guess it's the end of that turn.
It is the end of that turn. It will dissipate.
Yeah, I will lock eyes with this motherfucker. And I will say, to return to hell, Nyrn sends her regards. And then I blast it.
It's going to catch this thing completely off guard as you aim, the Eldritch Blast ripping out of you. That purple light, almost from the Eye of Nyrn herself, are going to punch. Where is it? Just like right through the center of the head? Like does this just like double tap him to the head?
But it was just 2 shots, right?
No, it's 3.
It made all 3. Okay, so
You made all 3 because of the determination.
lines straight down, 1 right through its head, 1 through its neck, and then 1 through its chest.
And with that, it is going to teeter and start to fall. Anything else? Oh, yeah, that's your entire turn. Malia!
All right, so it's starting to fall.
It's starting to fall. And I'm going to roll a d12 to see which way it falls. You probably want to get your boyfriend.
Yes. Okay, so dash doubles your speed, right?
It does.
Can I do that and grab him and drag him away?
No.
So run forward, grab him, drag back.
But I will allow you to try to catch the dragon. Because you have a strength of 26, if I'm not mistaken.
23.
I'll let you try.
Gives you a +6.
I'll let you try to Thor this.
If I dash, can I still do that?
I'll allow it.
Okay. Because, like, I only have 25 feet. I'm a dwarf.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the power of love. Also, the last something good happens that I have.
Okay. Sure. I'll try.
All right. Go ahead and make me an athletics check. Don't botch.
Okay. Let's try this one. That is going to be 23.
Okay, 23 is going to be enough to hold this up. The dragon takes 3 blasts to the chest, pivots, and begins to fall. You rush forward, putting all of your adrenaline, all of your strength into this, and before it crushes Cadamus, you're going to be able to hold it about 6 feet off the ground with your arm span as you push it back and are going to just
look
kind
like
of
an ant doing this.
Oh my god, yeah, but ants can lift 50 times their own weight. So congrats. We now know how heavy a crystal dragon is, 50 times the weight of a dwarf. It's at least 50 times the weight of the dwarf. Beautiful. All right, Malia, you are going to slowly be able to push and slough this thing off to the side. Roll for Cadamus. Hey, Cadamus is thinking of you. And as that occurs, we are going to break normal initiative. And we are going to head back to Fadia for a moment. Fadia. You hear horrible sounds of dying and screams all around you. This new ally has entered the fray next to you, but this thing above you is heavier than you ever could have imagined. I need another concentration check.
Still +5?
No, because you didn't spend an additional 5 last round.
Okay. I'm gonna spend. Can I spend an 8th level spell?
Yes, you can.
I'm gonna spend my 8th level spell.
Okay. It continues to lower toward you. It's coming down. You think you might have it. You feel the magic strong in you.
So with my determination, I don't know what I'm adding extra for that, like for the 8th level spell. But I rolled a 20. It would be a 21 before any additions besides the determination and the.
Okay, so that's going to
My
be a
regular
total of, so I'll add the 8 to that. 21, 29, 34. I need 16 spell levels.
Oh boy.
Do you have enough?
I spent 10 last round of my d6, or my hit dice, so I have.
You're going to take another level of exhaustion if you dip into that. Is this going to take you completely out?
Yeah, I have no hit dice. I
Okay.
have 6 hit dice. I cannot make it
Gain
to
a
the
level of
16.
exhaustion. Gain a second level of exhaustion. Gain a 4th level of exhaustion. Gain a 5th level of exhaustion. You feel everything pour out of you. Every ounce of magic. Everything starts to go dark as you push it out. You flow it out into the world. The sound of the dragons fighting, the sound of the army. It all fades away. It all becomes silence. As the world pours out of you. And as you take a breath and dig as deep as you have ever deep as you have ever felt, you are going to take a 6th level of exhaustion. And as you do, you feel life begin to fade from you. You feel it pour from you. And as you get weak, you should be falling. But in this moment, you feel something different, a little tickle at your ankle. There's a warmth and a winding feeling that wraps around the bone of your ankle. And as the world starts to fade out, you will hear a voice deep and as low as the earth itself, warm and comforting, blanketed in dirt and sweat and a hard day's work in the field. Come, little one, let me help you lift. You will hear behind you. As you heal 6 levels of exhaustion and regain all of your spell levels. And the world crashes back to you. You hear a roar. And suddenly the sound of combat fills your air. Everywhere around you is death, except a man standing behind you. Vines wrapping up your leg, suffusing you with magic. This man stands above you, bearded, his beard knotted with roots, his eyes the beautiful brown of long forgotten mineral veins. He is dirty, but dirty from an honest day's work. His skin is almost the color of mud, and beneath it you see it glitters with the beauty and bounty of the earth, even as you see sprouting green down the side of his back and through his long brown hair and beard. You have seen pictures of the god Omesh, the god of agriculture and earth. But this is your first time meeting him, as he looms behind you. And you feel strength surge through your veins. And we'll be back in just a moment after this quick break, everyone. Don't go anywhere. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. We're not going to talk to the chat today because we're in the middle of a big epic thing, but I did want to tell you 3 things. Number 1, there's a puppy. I didn't want to break it to you like this, but there's a puppy right there. No, there are 4 things. 1, thanks for all the raids tonight. It's been wonderful to see all of you in chat, especially for a game we've been running for 6 years on the channel, and watching the epic level stuff happen and sharing it with new people and getting you all hyped is amazing. So I hope you all love that. If you're not following us, follow us. You can check the entire backlog. You can watch us learn to play D&D 5e, coming from a World of Darkness and Pathfinder background primarily, and like D&D 3, throughout this entire campaign. So there's a lot of missteps, a lot of bad rules calls by myself, and you can really watch us grow into a channel. So if you want, it's all on YouTube. Go to youtube.com/dorktales. If you want to support the channel, there's always our Patreon. Boom, there you go. Quick, simple. $5 get you extra content. But you can just wait for it on YouTube because 99% of it goes public anyway, because I don't believe in paywalling if I can afford to. But this is my full-time gig, so I really do appreciate that. The last thing, though, is that if you like this game and you want to, if you were like, man, I really like the way you guys tell stories, I would love to watch that from the beginning of a campaign. Well, you're in luck, because we're only 2 sessions in to Cold Iron, a Wild West inspired, Wild West drag, Wild West, you know, like it's Wild West, like cliches and stuff, tropes, campaign that runs every Sunday at 12 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern, here on Dork Tales. It's going to our YouTube soon, but you can catch that in. It's set in the same world, same events. This exact event has been referenced, like 200 years in the future when that game takes place. It has already been referenced, and some stuff is happening next episode that directly relates to this. I wonder what it is. You're going to find out very soon. I really, more patrons as well. If you join the Patreon, we are, Patreon numbers dropped a little. They always drop at the beginning of a month, but we're like 20 patrons away from Christine here having to run a Victorian era Regency era D&D game where I'm going to play a guy named Lord Tuscamus Orkington.
It'll be amazing.
I'm gonna play like Mr. Darcy with tusks. It's gonna be great. Yes, I say.
I have it like all plotted already, like roughly. But I've had it all plotted roughly for like months now. So
but you are also
join the Patreon so I can actually run it.
And you are also going to have the ability to like watch a bunch more Mage the Ascension content. We're starting a bunch more Mage games next year. If you love Mage, and if you're not watching Mage, go check out a Victorian era Mage game. With that,
and Radiant will finish eventually.
And Radiant Citadel, where you get to see me play a Zaddy.
Zaddy
Zugus. Hey, thanks for the raid, Worst of Times.
Watch Robin get flustered by the Tit Patrol.
Tit Patrol, does that include like my I actually like mascara my chest hair to make it stand out more for that game, so like it's worth it.
You don't actively try and fluster me as much as Jen and Christine, but you can be an honorary member.
But I could start.
I think we succeed. No!
Yes, you do.
Are you sure, Robin? I could start doing it.
Yes.
Okay, good. All right, sounds good.
No,
Zaddy is
too.
Did you?
Yeah,
you heard Zaddy, all right. Welcome to Zugus ASMR. It's just Zugus getting drunk. It's the sound of beer bottles emptying. And occasionally a long drag on a stogie.
Of course Jen has been keeping count. Of course she has.
Actually, that's great.
Teddy learned the way.
Oh, no.
If I shout oi at him, it means he needs to stop what the fuck he's doing.
Oh, good. All right,
He figured it out.
With that, folks, we need to head back into game because, I mean, we're just being rated by what? So what's all this then? As let's head back into game here on the Shards of Nyrn. Heading back in. The sound of combat is everywhere, all around you, Fadia Stardust, as you feel vines reach out of the ground, suffusing you with divine energy that restores you to full. Also gain your hit points back if that wasn't already assumed. As Omesh, the god of the harvest and agriculture, stands above you, a mere 12-foot tall man. He looks down at you and says, I do not have the power to lower this myself, but together, pick a place to put it. Now, Fadia / Robin, I'm going to give you a choice that very few players ever get. I would like you to pull out a map of Telusia.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Go to the Dork Tales wiki.
Go to the Dork Tales wiki, and basically, I'm going to give you, and this is going to be slightly boring for people who don't have access to that map, but go to the Dork Tales wiki real quick. So if you check
where's
the super basic Ylos map, so if you just go to Dork Tales Ylos,
Game setting Ylos. Yep.
that is where the Telusia map is easily located. What you can do is I want you to take a nice look, and you may place... So, looking at this map, you may place Valemar anywhere, if you're looking at Telusia, on orange there. Basically, you see where, if you're starting at the bottom at Sargassio, it kind of goes out, there's a mountain, and then it goes up, and its waist kind of cinches a tiny bit above that.
Yep.
Anywhere on that part of the map, you can choose to set this down, and that is a permanent addition to the setting where Valemar is.
Wow. Okay. So anywhere where the waist cinches.
Anywhere, basically, on that bottom bit that kind of juts out towards Sargassio.
All right. So it looks like kind of like a B almost.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. I'm gonna take a screenshot of this, put it on.
So
my
you can
phone.
decide after game where it ends up, but
Yeah.
you get to permanently decide. Kincarnadine is located immediately to the west, or pardon me, to the east. The south is a massive forest that some point in the future will contain Wildhaven, where the all of the metahumans end up. But they will grow around Valemar. I'm assuming to the north, but we'll see. You can also put it right in front of the Causeway of the Gods. The only thing is, yeah, basically, that's pretty much it. All right. You feel this immense shape loom over you, this immense man, as he suffuses you with life. And can you give me a magic attack roll to try to aim this thing?
Okay. Oh no! Not a botch, but not great.
You could roll with advantage because you have a god, literally, you're plugged into a god.
Nice. Okay. I appreciate that. I rolled a 4 on the die.
That's probably the best. You're going to roll a nat 1 on this one, though.
No, I rolled a 9, so we're getting there.
We're getting there. Okay, what's your total bonus?
So my total bonus is 19. Like that's with the bonus. I'm gonna throw determination on that.
Okay, that
make
sounds
that a
good.
24.
All right. So you can start moving this thing now. Your magic, you are amplified. Everything you were throwing at this, magnified by tenfold. You just rolled a 230 on your dice roll. You are going to be able to slowly move this using the power of Omesh, the power of the moving, nurturing earth. The god helps you. And as it does, you are going to begin to move it in a direction of your choosing. However, we're going to cut back to the other group. Malia, you slump the body off of Cadamus. It crashes to the ground, a giant blood stain left behind. What do you do? What does everybody do? I'm going to go through initiative, actually, and find out what everybody is doing in turn sequence. So starting with Asen. Asen, what are you doing on your turn?
4th level cure wounds.
All right, roll it. Tia, what are you doing on your turn?
Looking around, trying to fly up a bit and look to see if there's any more enemies immediately in vicinity, and start looking over towards where Fadia ran off to.
All right. Can you make me a perception roll? Because you have blind sight, don't you?
No, not as a.
Okay. Can you make me a perception roll with disadvantage? Winter, you had a question.
I have blind sight.
You have blind sight. Ooh, that's nice. What's your blind sight
disadvantage,
range?
You said?
I'm not sure if I actually said in the book, but I can let you know
Please
if
do.
you want to deal with Amy.
I would love that.
Okay, perceiving with disadvantage. You said?
Yes, I would.
And that is a 25.
There is something else that you sent here with your pterodon or pterothrax or whatever the hell this type of dinosaur is, with the senses. There is something else present here. The taste of dragon blood is thick in your throat, and you can sense something else here. You might want to be on your guard. You can
Within 10 feet.
Within 10 feet? Okay. So that is not going to work for you. So, Tia, do you do anything to prepare yourself?
Going to spend a level 1 spell slot for my bonus action to heal another D8.
Perfect. I would do that. Absolutely. All right. Cadamus is bleeding, but he succeeded. You know what? I'll just see. Okay, cool. He is still not dead. Mars, what are you doing on your turn?
In that moment where, like, finally everything's just gone quieter, she's just gonna slump onto the ground and just breathe. Like, oh, fuck.
All right. And Malia, what do you do?
Heal Cadmus.
Beautiful. Okay. Go ahead and roll it. How much did you heal, Asen?
I healed 24.
Okay.
Which seems pretty paltry for using a 4th level slot. But
Well, that's life, unfortunately.
that's life.
All right. And as that happens, you are all going to suddenly, before you can act, okay, we're going to go into cinematic mode. The sound of the distant battle is clear in your head, and the burned grass in front of you is going to crunch slightly. A small, lithe set of footprints is going to crackle as it steps next to the fallen dragon. And as you hear the sound of a horrible roar in the distance, a figure is going to appear. They are naked. Masculine? At least in shape and size, a triangular shape to the shoulders and waist. They have deep purple, burnished scales running up and down their body. If they have a sex, it is not visible behind a growth of plating that dances up their frame. They have horns that twist backwards, almost scraping along a scalp that is covered in braided purple hair. They look like Farah or Garleon. And they reach out and touch the side of the dead crystal dragon. And in a voice that is far too young and far too old at the same time, says to you, "His name was Argheim. The starlit fire. Oh, brother, let your death not be in vain." And as he says that, as they say that, They lower their face and kiss the dead dragon's brow, breathing a bit of purple fire into its body as it suddenly flares up, the skin and scale fusing and melting. The figure vanishes into nothingness, and the dragon that you just killed rises and lets out a horrifying, undead roar. Pardon me. Lets out a horrifying, undead roar. And I think it's time for us to hop back into initiative rounds, starting with top of the initiative with Asen.
Boom. Okay. This isn't a new combat, right? This is continuation.
This is a continuation, but I did re-roll initiative for this boy.
Okay, I'm just wondering if I'm able to use my 3 attacks instead of just the 2.
It is the same
for first
combat,
round of combat.
unfortunately.
Okay. Awesome. Either way, I'm going to do. Asen looks at this thing. She knows the last one didn't work. This one looks like it's undead. Radiant is usually pretty good against things that are undead. She's going to try again. She is going to. She is going to bonus action Hail of Thorns.
Okay.
On the first one. Let me just pull up what the save is, because I wasn't thinking of doing this. Sorry, I've been so unprepared for all of my things.
It's okay.
I guess let's make sure this thing's gonna hit first. So this is -5 plus 10. All right, so that is +9. We have 19 and 22.
Okay, 19 and 22. That is going to be... If I could see... There we go. 2 hits.
Fantastic. Okay, can you please give me a dex save?
Okay, 1 sec. What is this versus? Hail of Thorns?
Yeah, this is versus a 3rd level Hail of Thorns.
Okay, that is going to be a fail.
Woo! Okie dokie. All right. So I am rolling. Oh my God, how many d10s is this? This is
Not too
1,
many. It's like 2d10, isn't it?
2. Yeah. So the radiance itself does 2, and those are radiant damage. So I will give those separately.
Okay.
So that is a 10 and a 6. That's 16 plus 17 plus 17. 16 plus 17 plus 17 plus 8 for favorite enemy. It's 58 radiant damage. Please, Kelly.
Actually, please subtract the favorite enemy. This now counts as undead.
Oh! 50 damage of radiant, please, Kelly.
All right, sounds good. 2 bolts of radiant energy are going to fire out, slamming into this,
And then...
leaving searing holes behind.
Yay, I love that. And then on that first shot, too, is going to be... is basically going to be fired and then just split into hundreds of little pinpricks of light.
Okay.
As this is going to do an additional 8, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22 points of piercing damage, please.
Okay, 1 sec. All right. As that piercing damage rings out, it doesn't look like it does nearly as much damage as it should. It perforates, but as it takes a deep breath, filling its lungs with purple fire, it doesn't look like it needs its circulatory system anymore. But the radiant damage was pretty good.
Okay.
Are you done with your turn?
Then she's going to use her movement. She is way too close for comfort here. She's going to use her movement to kind of get across this little fence. Because she's starting to head towards some. And how big is this fence here? Is it like just like a wooden plank fence, or is it?
Yeah, it's a wooden plank fence.
Okay.
It's a fence.
All right. So yeah, she's gonna chill behind there. And that's it for my turn.
All right, sounds good. As your turn ends, I'm going to use a legendary action to hit Malia. Because she's right here. Malia, that's going to hit you. It's not a crit or anything, but that is going to be a 22 to hit you.
That is
So-
it.
All right, you are going to take 1d. I rolled low. That's 9 points of 9 points of slashing damage plus 8 points of necrotic damage as it lashes out with a claw in its rage. And it is Aragaim the Undead's turn. Aragaim is going to. It's a 60-foot cone. Let's do it, baby. Is going to take a step forward, kind of crashing over, turn and exhale a cone at Malia, Catamus, and Meta. I need you all to do me a favor and make me some dex saves. Meta will choose to succeed. Oh, no, Meta was out of legendaries. I spent all of her resistances, but she still succeeded on her save. So
19 for me.
19, actually. You know what? She didn't succeed. She wouldn't have succeeded. I'm going to do that. That is going to be... Okay. You are going to take less damage than you should. You are going to take 21 points of necrotic damage. And so is Catamus. Catamus is going to be dropped down again. But at least he's not dead. Meta is going to take an additional 41.
No,
40...
he's not. I have a reaction again.
That's fair. You have a reaction again. He's down to 1 hit point. We love that for Catamus. As the Light of Ylos effuses him yet again. And Meta is down quite a bit. Okay. Let's use that. And you know what? Let's have some fun. I am going to use a bite attack against Malia by spending a Hurt the More. Oh, that's going to be a 29 to hit you. So, 29, you are going to take 22 points of piercing damage. And on top of that, 3 points of necrotic damage. However, it is going to bite into the side of you. This undead is going to bite into the side of you, and you are grappled and restrained as it bites into you and holds you.
Okay.
So, that is going to be its turn. Tia, you are up.
Right, okay. So the other individual approached and did something to revive this thing.
Yes.
Like a spell or a magical effect of some sort.
Mm-hmm.
I ask because I want to see if Tia thinks that Dispel Magic would be useful here.
It might.
Okay. In that case, that's what we're gonna try. We're gonna give this a shot. Range is 120 feet.
Are you going to shift back to yourself?
Yeah, Tia is going to land basically just directly below where she was.
Okay. About right there.
Yeah, maybe give herself a tiny bit of distance from that. So I don't know, I don't know if no cover will even help here to be behind bushes. And we're gonna try casting Dispel Magic.
Okay. What level are you casting
Reverting
it
was
at?
a bonus action for me. And I'm gonna try casting at an 8th level.
Oh, balls. Okay. So, here's what's going to happen. Now, we're getting into this realm of, this is a magical effect, not technically a spell.
Mm-hmm.
But, that's an 8th level casting of Dispel Magic, and I'm not going to have it do nothing, because that's bullshit. It should do something. So what I'm going to have you do is, that's an 8th level casting. Roll me... First off, make me a magic attack roll.
Okay.
So I just want to see what you get.
Already anxious because you know how I roll.
I know how you roll.
Okay, so could be better, but it's not the worst thing in the world. That currently is a dirty 20.
Okay, roll me 8d6.
Okay. Okay, 8d6. Okay, you just want the total?
I just want the total.
No piddly numbers on this, but...
Oh, balls.
24.
24, all right. He's going to take 48 points of unabsorbable magical damage as you bleed 48 points of reanimating energy out of him, and I have to make a Constitution saving throw to not be stunned. I rolled a nat 1. So, but I have legendary resistances. So to be fair, I am going to spend a legendary resistance. I will spend, to be fair, because of our own rules, I will spend 2 legendary resistances to make that botch work. To be fair to you. So I am down 2 of my legendaries and can still act, because being stunned right now would have been balls bad.
But hilarious.
Press
as
X
outcome.
for
But
an all-out
hilarious.
attack.
All right, because we
So,
use,
but what
for
I
those
am
who are
gonna
tuning
do-
in, I use house rules. Nat 1s are way worse on spell saves. So, Amy, what are you going to do?
Get behind some cover.
Okay.
I think my movement right now is, because I just landed, 30 feet movement. Okay, we're gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20. Basically, we're going to hide behind this the bush to the southeast here.
We love this. We love this. So here's what's going to happen now. It is my turn using legendary actions. Sorry, legendary resist, legendary actions. I'm going to use Cataclysmic Rush. I'm going to move up to half my flying speed without provoking attacks of opportunities while carrying the creature that I'm holding in my mouth. And I'm going to land right next to you. So, Malia, you're coming with me. Boop. And as I land, you are going to take 6 points of necrotic energy as it crashes down on top of you. You're muted, but I love your enthusiasm. Okay, Catamus. Okay, so Catamus's turn. Catamus is a long way away. Oh, God. What can Catamus do? That's a great question. How many feet is he away? He's 30 feet. 35 feet? So 5, 10, 15. Nope. Even. Oh, God, the short legs, man. Short legs. Okay, so he's at the... Can't do that, can't do that, can't do that. Physician, heal thyself, I guess. Yeah, he's... One sec. So he's got 3rd level Artificer spells. So he would be able to do some stuff. Oh, you know what? I'm going to cast Haste on myself because I had that prepared. And I just don't like to use it because there we go. Oh, that's why I couldn't move him. So he's going to cast Haste and is going to rush up with his 1 hit point and try to clock this bitch in the back. That's cocked. That's going to be a hit regardless. So he's still just using his hammer. So that's hammer plus D4 is a grand total of 10. 15 points of damage as Cadamus is going to rush up and say, "Oi, cunt, let her go!" And is going to, oh no, I did the thing where I accidentally subtracted all the hit points. There we go. All right. Is going to crank this dragon in the back. And as that occurs, we're going to cut back to Fadia. Fadia. You can hear the sound of renewed battle all around you. You are lowering down this immense island. Where are you putting it?
So I sent a picture to the Facebook group chat.
Oh, did you?
I did. Got buried by some links to some radiant guns, though. I will reply to myself.
Ah. Okay, so basically right around there. All right, go ahead and give me another spell attack roll to aim this continent.
With advantage still from,
Yep, with advantage.
Yeah. Oh, my Dork Tales dice is being super low right now, but it's good. My Fadia dice rolled a 16 plus 10 is 26.
26, you are going to lower this. All you need, one more round to set this thing down gently enough that most people on the island will survive. Just don't fuck up your next roll. You're holding it, the magic is suffusing, you can feel divine energy pumping through your veins, and you can feel this comforting Earth Father behind you. Don't worry, you're doing great. You can do this. We have this.
Trying to cast a spell while riding a horse, while that horse is also running on the ocean on a boat. And the boat is rocking.
Fadia Stardust, his deep, reverberating voice that sounds like an earthquake in your soul. You're overcomplicating it. Just focus on one thing at a time. Ride the horse. What do?
I'm gonna ride the horse, man.
Perfect. Riding the horse, we are going to smash back down Mars, where you collapsed on the ground. You've watched this entire thing from your ass. What do?
Fuck. Okay. So I'm still just kind of there.
You're still just there.
I'm just there. But when it works once, it could work again pretty well. I'm gonna use Chill Touch because it also takes a disadvantage.
It does.
And yeah. So I'm gonna re-roll that again.
Please do.
Okay.
Okay, make me an attack roll.
$19.
19 is a hit.
Okay.
He's not
cool.
nearly as tough when he's undead. Well, he's not nearly as defensible when he's undead.
And then I am using 3d8. I'm gonna go back to my counter. And that is going to be 13.
13 points of damage, and he has disadvantage, which is going to be absolutely fantastic. How does this chill touch reach out? What does it look like?
Well, last time I tried grabbing him by his nose horn, but I think that's probably not there anymore as it looks like. It's gonna this time try to reach at its neck.
Okay, kind of grabbing where some of the damage that was done to it is. Malia, what's your AC?
18.
18? Okay, so here's the deal. I would normally be rolling with advantage because you are restrained, as I'm going to use a legendary action to attack you while you're in my mouth, or while dangling out of my mouth. However, I'm going to roll flat because of chill touch. And that is going to be a 21, unfortunately. So unless anybody visible has silvery barbs or something, that will still hit, but at least it wasn't as powerful as it could have been. Also, I think all of my...
I can't see them, right? I cannot see them.
Sure you can. You're on a hill.
Let me just quickly confirm the range.
You're suffused with god energy. The range is sight.
Silvery barbs.
Okay, that... Well, let me actually roll in the bin. That's going to be a
Malia,
16.
Take advantage.
Okay, Malia, it tries to grab you, but the force of the chill touch and the silvery barbs are going to keep it from doing so. Malia, Sunsworn, it is your turn. What do you do? As you are being held in a dragon's mouth.
Yes. So, since I'm in its mouth, do I really take disadvantage on a ranged spell attack? I feel like
No.
I can't miss at this point.
No, I think you can't miss at this point.
Now, restrain technically also gives disadvantage to attack rolls.
What are you... Okay, so tell me what you're trying to do. Paint this for me.
Well, I'm a warcaster. I don't have to have my hands free to do somatic components.
Yes.
I want a guiding bolt inside of its mouth. Just from my hand to its mouth, basically. It's basically turning it into touch range.
All right, roll me with advantage. You literally cannot miss. The question is whether or not you crit.
Yeah, I'm also gonna do this at an 8th level, because fuck this asshole.
That's probably a good idea.
I do not crit.
Okay.
But that is a dirty 20 to hit.
That is absolutely going to hit. Roll me damage.
Okay, let me add up the damage first. Guiding bolt. Because otherwise I was gonna do
you did roll with
Spirit
advantage,
Guardians in its mouth. I did.
Okay.
I rolled, unfortunately, a 2 and a 10.
Okay. Well, proof that even Christine's dice don't always crit.
Okay, so it's 4 to start with.
But this is
One
still gonna
level
hurt like...
spicy dwarf.
This is gonna hurt like hell. Spicy dwarf. I really gotta start doing joke caption for you guys.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
really
7.
do.
Add 7. Okay. 6, 7.
Spicy dwarf's back on the menu tonight, boys.
That is 44 points of radiant damage to the inside of its mouth.
44 points of radiant damage to the inside of its mouth. That is going to blow a hole in the side of its face. I'm going to give you a free... you'll have disadvantage because you're still being held, but you can make me a free check to break free with disadvantage.
Okay.
Acrobatics or athletics, your call.
Probably athletics because my dex is shit.
Okay, I think you're probably going to do this because... Well, it's got a pretty good grapple. Or it's got a pretty good difficulty.
That is 16.
You have determination.
That's true. I could add my determination. That would be 21.
Cool. Yeah, you're right. You needed a 19, which was enough to break away. Boop. You are going to blow yourself out of this dragon's mouth, dealing 44 points of radiant damage, and the next attack on it has advantage.
Wonderful. Now, you said it attacked me in its mouth, right?
It did.
How much did it do?
It missed because of silvery barbs and because chill touch.
Why did my hit point not change?
Yep, because Mars and Fadia teamed up to punk it. All right, Meta is going to look at this and just see if she recharges her poison. She recharges her poison breath. 1 second. All right, Meta is going to come by through the air, sweep by, and hit this thing with poison. Unfortunately, the poison breath is going to do no damage because this thing's undead. But hey, she got her poison breath back. She's going to use it. Top of the initiative again with Asen.
Okay, and... Oh, wait, did Meta use the advantage from Guiding Bolt for her last attack?
Nope, that is
okay.
not. But you know what? You're right. Meta did take an action, which means, let's see, what's my flight speed again? My flight speed is hidden for some reason. Oh, good. Okay, one second.
Was what Meta did an attack roll?
It was a breath weapon, which is a saving throw.
Yeah, so that wouldn't use the guiding bolt.
They wouldn't use Guiding Bolt. Okay, but hold on, I just gotta check one thing. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna do it. It's going to rush forward, using its Cataclysmic Rush, to... Oh, I have just enough to do this. It's going to overtake you, and I need Asen and Mars to both take 5 points of necrotic damage as it slams into the ground right on top of you.
So, is that something that disadvantage like gets rid of opportunity attack?
Yes. So its Cataclysmic Rush ability, it can use that as a legendary action to move half its fly speed. Basically, it just ignites with purple fire and launches itself beyond the reflexes of a mortal human or mortal creature.
Okay.
And when it lands, it lands with this explosion of purple fire.
And how many was that worth?
The 5. Pretty low, but... So, Asen, it is right on top of you right now, and it's your turn.
It is right on top of me. So, a similar question that Christine had. If this thing is on top of Asen, is shooting it with Radiance still going to be disadvantaged?
It is still disadvantaged because this thing is like right in your face, and you're trying not to get hit by it. Whereas Malia had no choice but to be hit by it in its mouth.
Okay, fair enough. I guess I am going to burn a 4th level spell slot to again our Chardelon Stride away. Because that is just a handy spell.
And our Chardelon Stride kills at opportunity attacks?
It is, yeah. It does. Okay. Yeah, that's why I've actually been trying to make use of this. It's like, oh my god. I can do this. Okay, so I'm going to make some weapon attacks here with Radiance against it. Could I use the offer to do 3 attacks?
The offer's in my favor.
Oh no! Okay, then never mind. I am still going to do -5 + 10. I used my bonus. Okay, here we go. All right, that is a 14 and a 16 plus 9. 23, 28.
Those are both hits.
Those are both hits. Here we go. Here's 2d10 plus 17 per hit. That's going to be...
Cat, did you roll with advantage on the first one?
No, shoot, I didn't. Sorry.
Reroll to see if you crit.
I got a Dork Tails, baby!
All right, Malia hooked you up with that nat 20!
Okay.
Right, give me damage.
All right. So I'm gonna roll the first one first.
Okay.
All right, so that's 8. You know, it's actually not incredible. It's only 50 points of radiant.
Okay, for the first one?
No, for the whole thing.
Okay,
that's
50
all.
points.
I rolled pretty bad.
You know what? That's a nice change for me, at least. 50 points of radiant damage are going to smash again and again and again into this creature. I'm going to flip the offer back onto my side and take a legendary action. Don't forget to roll me a d6 for a Chardelon Stride. That also would have hit him.
Oh, yes. That's going to be 4.
Okay, so 4 more points of damage. 54, that's way better.
Woo!
Okay. The purple light is beginning to show through this creature's rib cage as it stutters and stumbles. It is going to use its legendary. I'm going to flip the offer to make 2 claw attacks against Mars. Mars, that is a 21 and a 24 against you.
Still with disadvantage.
Oh, shit. Okay, so that's a 21. And then a nat 1.
Yep. So the
Mars.
one does
So the first one's going to hit you.
next
So
one's
that is going to
fucking
be...
miss.
Well, no. Hold on. You're going to take 7 points of slashing damage as it slashes down. Oop, I had to punch the microphone. As it slashes down into you, you're going to take 7 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And I need to know, would you like to use your reaction to make an opportunity attack as it tries to hit you with the other one?
Yes. Yes,
Okay.
I would.
Please do. And quick reminder that do you have anything that will give you advantage right now?
I don't think so.
Okay, so you can't sneak attack on this, but
No. But as a reaction, I could do Hellish Rebuke.
oh, that's true. You could do Hellish Rebuke instead if you prefer.
Were you thinking of something else?
Oh, I was trying to think if you had like a sneak attack, but yeah, if you want to use Hellish Rebuke, you can.
Okay. Because that's like instant attack that I could do right now. But
Yeah,
I
do it.
don't think there's anything that can give me sneak attack as a reaction.
No, unfortunately not, because you don't have anything that gives you advantage. And you spent your... Oh, actually, wait. Mars,
What?
you never spent the inspiration, the free inspiration you get at the beginning of every session.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, you could spend that to get advantage on this attack.
Ooh. Okay.
So you
All
could
right,
sneak
so yeah.
attack with your sword. Or you could Hellish Rebuke, whatever works for you.
Sneak attack with my sword. Yeah, okay.
Or you could just, let it happen. Just let it happen.
Sneak attack with my sword. But that's just one roll to see if it hits, right?
Well, you roll with advantage, and if you hit, you
Oh, it's-
have sneak attack.
That one's a little low. Well, wait. 9 and 9 is an 18.
That's a hit. Roll me 7d6 plus your weapon.
Plus my weapon. This one. So, gotta bring that 14 back down to 7. That's okay. And then my weapon is just gonna be 1d8.
Yep. All right. So 1d8 plus your dex plus 7d6.
Right, plus my dex. And right now my dex is a 5. It's capped.
Sorry.
So my dexterity is at 20, so that means I've got a 5 on that.
Yep. You got plus 5 to this. So what's your d8?
8.
Okay. So that's 13 damage so far. Give me 7d6 on top of that, please.
31
31 points of damage just from the 76.
from the 76, so that's 31 plus 8.
Okay, 44 points of damage with your dex bonus. Winter, as this thing crashes down and slashes you, it reaches out, and from all of the damage that Radiance has done to it, that Cannabis's hammer has done to it, that Tia's Dispellation and Malia's evaporation of it has done, its front arm, as it lashes out, the weight-bearing arm bends and bows, giving you the chance to strike. I want to know something very important. How do you do it?
Oh my god. Okay. I imagine that, well, no, she probably would have stood up. Because I was just like, I never mentioned that she stood up. She's still on the fucking ass on the ground.
Did you do like the ass jump up to your feet thing?
Yeah, sure, let's do that.
All right.
And when you say it like the leg bends, like what direction does that kind of go?
It basically just like, so it's, okay, now I have to think about dragon anatomy. So
Yeah.
basically its elbow is going to bend inward. Whichever way its elbow faces, the elbow is going to bow inward as the weight goes wonky.
Ew, okay. And then yeah, she's just gonna go with like a side swipe down into the inward direction, further pushing it, but going right in the joint.
Right into the joint, cleaving it,
Yeah.
and then it's going to fall to the ground with a horrible crash. We're going to jump down. Tia, what do you do?
How wrecked does this thing look at this point? Like,
As it hits the ground, as Mars's magic blade slashes through it, you see parts of its frame, its old scales burning with purple fire, begin to evaporate like burnt paper. You think it's defeated.
okay. In that case, I would love to look around for more things. Oh, actually, no, I lied. I want to make sure this thing isn't going to come back, do some fucked up magic.
Okay.
Like if it's going to be like a demented, draconic, lich Jack in the Box.
Mm-hmm.
I would, just to, I guess, be safe, I want to cast Dispel Magic on it.
Sure, go ahead.
Not a particularly high level this time. I think it's just a third level. Just at base. And see what happens.
All right, you can do it. And as you do that, you do not have to do anything else, except for you move up to it. I'll say that you can move out of initiative turn order, stepping up aside it. You lay your hands on it with the spell magic, calling on the natural order of things. And the body will disintegrate. As all of the magic animating it leaves it, leaving only behind the ruptured, punctured skull. Half of it blown away.
And with that, I want to then check on my allies to see how they're doing.
Sounds good. Malia, as you hit the ground from that, Catamus is going to stumble up to you. 1 hit point remaining. Are you alright?
Yeah, I'm not the one who died 4 times. Gross.
3! It was only 3! There's never any downtime with you, is there?
You're the one who charged right up to a dragon and got in its face. I at least tried to stay 30 feet away.
I'm not good at 30 feet away. I was protecting you.
To be fair, you also did end up in its face.
What she said.
She's gonna shut him up just by kissing him.
And as you kiss Catamus, he's going to very weakly grab you by the back and pull you into it. And as he does, you're going to feel something hard press itself into the center of your palm, about the size of a coin. What do you do?
Look at whatever it is.
There is a small, wrought orichalcum ring, a thumb ring, in the center of your hand. There's no downtime with you, so I meant to do this at a quieter time. If you'll... You know, since I'm so fun to kiss.
Somebody has to keep you alive.
So are you gonna marry me or what?
Yes, you idiot. About time.
So he's going to throw a hand back to the battlefield, and I'm pretty sure you're going to cut him off in the middle of this, but he's going to be,
Yep.
we've been kind of busy. All right. Cutting back across the battlefield. We're with Fadia once again. Fadia. I need you to make this roll one last time. The battlefield rages around you. What did you get?
I just wanted to double check advantage.
Advantage.
Okay. What do I get to add to that? I don't have determination.
You're
I do not.
You do not.
Oh, this is a spell attack. What am I
It
even
is a
thinking?
spell attack, yeah.
Oh man, I think it was a concentration check again. That's a lot better. A 22.
Feeling the divine energy suffuse through you, you reach out, calling upon your innate magic, and as gentle as a mother's touch, Fadia Stardust, Master Mage, sets down the flying city of Valemar. The foundations crack and rupture. Parts of it bend, parts of it fall, and there may be many injured in the attempt, but it lands safely to the northeast of where you are. And as you do this, you could feel the swell of thousands of lives saved by your acumen and study. You did it. And you feel a strong hand grasp your shoulder. You did it, you hear Omesh say. You. And as you turn to look at Omesh, the god of agriculture, he is smiling. A god is smiling down at you. But time moves in slow motion. You don't realize what you're seeing at first. The god stands 12 feet above you, smiling down at you, beaming like a vein of iron across a cold, dark face. Everything is in shadow around you. As it should be. Right? You've been in shadow this entire time with Valemar above you. And that's when you realize the dark expanse standing behind the god is a creature. Its scales glitter yellow, bright topaz. And in slow motion, he says, "You did it. You hear a voice. You." And as fast as a cobra, the great dragon overhead snaps its fangs down on the god's throat and tears. And you watch the sword-like talons and lance-like fangs tear the god of agriculture in twain. And you feel the divine power leave you. Above you, there is a roar. And a psychic blast echoes out among the battlefield. You hear a voice inside of your head, low and commanding, that you can recognize all of you as belonging to the Great Worm. Well, the amethyst one, at least. We have what we came for. Depart. And as the god falls to the ground, the topaz dragon grins and vanishes in a puff of mist.
Fadia is gonna run over to Omesh and just let out these horrible wails.
The body is destroyed. There is nothing there but a decapitated head. And with the god's last breath, he will say, "You did it.
Thank you.
Life be fertile." Dragons swoop down overhead. A black, astride by a rider with flaming red hair, and another, a blue, being ridden by a rider with flowing gold. Lightning and acid pitch the battlefield. There is a horn, and the Dragonborn fall back. What do the rest of you do? You
I
can
think
see the city of Valemar land in the distance.
Tia starts running that way because that dragon's retreating seems unlikely in this current situation, just overall. And she has a wife to check on?
That's true.
Gotta make sure Fady is alive. So
That's fair.
Tia's running.
Okay.
Is probably going to shift into a wild shape into something that moves fast and flies. And is gonna get moving as fast as she can.
All right. I'm going to say that you can easily make it there. Next to Fadia, shifting back into your humanoid form as you reach.
Mm-hmm.
Fadia lies there holding, now it's a very large head, several times that of a humanoid. A giant. And as she cradles it, what do you do?
I think Tia's gonna quickly approach her and try and just start checking for injuries and looking around.
You see a battlefield. Like the one that you faced with Foxhall all those years ago. You see a
What happened?
route.
Why'd they leave?
It was a trap. It was a trap. To kill a guard. I saved Valemar. But Omesh died. He saved me. He made me do it. He helped me save those people. He risked himself. He came out here. And the dragons, they killed him.
I think Tia's just gonna wrap her arms as tightly around Fady as she can, just kind of like crush her, like in hugs.
And as you embrace, the rest of the party will arrive. Limping, hurt, victorious. looking at the mountain of death, wondering, what in the name of the gods did you come back to? And I think that's where we're going to call game for the night.
Holy fuck.
Oh my god.
I love the Dragon War arc. I can't wait till we're done with it.
Oh.
Fuck you, Kelly. Fuck you. In the politest way.
Oh my god, that was so much.
It being a fucking trap for the dragons to. Oh. You're so brilliant and cruel, and oh my god.
Hey, you were a fucking hero. That doesn't change what you did at all.
No, I know, but fuck those fucking dragons for doing that.
Yep. Hey, you guys killed an ancient crystal worm. Our ancient crystal dragon. I'm very pleased with you. And Mars did it twice. I'm just blown away by that. I was like, what the shit?
That was amazing.
Oh my god. So hey, thank you everybody. This was a high intensity game. I hope you have appreciated and enjoyed this with us. If you like what we do here, join us on Patreon. We're going to be back. I think this is our last Shards for the year. We'll be back in early 2025 because it's Christmas Eve in 2 weeks. So we're not running Shards on Christmas Eve. We all got other stuff. But we're going to be back next year and are going to be getting right into the meat of this shit. Because my god, there's so much to do still. 6 seasons in a movie, right? 6 seasons in a movie.
And can I say, Teddy was the best boy.
Oh my god, he's such a good boy.
No shit whatsoever.
He
This whole
well,
time.
he got really tired out today though. Like he had like a 2-mile
Yes.
walk. He had like it was good for him though.
Best boy.
Good boy.
Such a good boy.
So
Good job.
we
'cause
tried.
This was definitely not a game we needed interrupted.
It's fair. Hey folks, I need to quickly thank everybody who supports us on Patreon, starting off with our divine producers, my mom and my stepdad Bob, as well as Shycon Dave Vermillion, our demonic producer, Sorozor Sanguine, our wizards of the Patreon, Tammy the Forever Cleric, the Ink Goblin, Karasha Urquhart, and Big Nut, our monster maker Soul Omen, and our high council, Taryn, Dustin, Amberthist, Raven with Baubles, Chef Eladeth, Larook, Mike Baxter, Brian Kaler, Nerdy Metal Gent, Grumpy Owl, Cody, and David Prophet. Because I think that's everybody. Hold on, I'm loading I loaded the wrong list because I'm very tired right now. So I loaded the old list. 1 minute. There we go. Yeah, Cody, David Prophet. Yep, that's right. Grumpy Owl. Yep, it's all good. All right, I got them all right. All right, folks. Thank you. Join the Patreon, damn it. And be sure to come and watch this weekend of Cold Iron, where the characters have been recruited to go do some work for Beatrice, the widow of the walls.
Oh shit!
Beatrice being Omesh's wife.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Fuck!
Yeah, I set it up, bitches.
Fuck!
You even said it too.
I said it. Yeah.
Didn't
Oh,
even
I say stuff
click
all
in
the time.
line.
Yeah.
Fuck!
Oh, I
I'd-
didn't even register.
I love hiding stuff in plain sight because then when you look at it later, you get that face that Robin's making right now,
Yeah, just like what?
or the face that Amy's making right now. It's great, and Winter's just like,
Always
folks.
calculating, just like, what am I gonna fucking do?
I don't know, but
I'm gonna
apparently it's kill
terror
dragons and
Amethyst.
Who would
kill
have
dragons and fuck bitches apparently, because that's
I love Nern sends her regards. Oh,
nonsense.
Regards.
Yeah.
And
perfect.
folks,
I'm
if
so
you're
glad
not on
you're
our Discord,
using
join the damn
coupons.
Discord because we love you and we want you to spend time with us. Besides that, we'll be back Thursday night with Changeling the Lost here on Dork Tales. But in the meanwhile, let's bounce out of here. We'll see you next time. Bye.